How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Shirt says it all. Some people don't like this shirt. Some people love it. Wonder which one you are. I want to talk to you tonight about getting rich. Yeah, use the R word. Let's go. Let's do this. You want to get rich. This is the year, folks. Okay, I'm going to share something with you that is so simple. John Hamlin, how you doing, man? You always pop in here right away. I don't know how long you last, but appreciate you coming. John, I got your ticket in today, by the way, for the 2017 10X Growth Con. I'll be sending you that FedEx, my friend. Appreciate all of you coming here. Caleb Maddox, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody had a great, what was it, Christmas? And a couple things I want to talk to you about. One is I posted something on Instagram today. Let me see if I can find it here. Posted something on Instagram earlier today. I'm going to be talking to you about getting rich tonight. Okay, it's possible for everybody. And I posted this video. Okay, let me show it to you.
So, you gotta work. Just work it. Work. Hustle and grind. You gotta hustle and grind it, you know?
Now,
if you don't hustle and grind, I just need to do the angry.
My guy, Robert Sislow, said, look, man, I need you to do kind of like angry and serious. I'm like, okay, but I really can't do that. That's just not my deal. And we posted this video, and the next thing I got is everybody saying that, you know, it was about Gary Vaynerchuk. Look, Gary Vaynerchuk, I like Gary a lot. I've had him in my office. We've invited him to 10X Growth Con. Had nothing to do with Gary Vaynerchuk, okay? It had something to do with who I am, and I just, we were in the office, we were talking about getting rich. Could anybody get rich? Conversation came up, can anybody actually get rich? Some of my sales team was saying, yeah, can you really, can you? I said, well, I'll just tell you a little story, and I want to share that story with you guys tonight. First, let me thank you for being here. I really appreciate you trusting your time and your stream with me. All of you that take the time to share this stream, I really appreciate it. It's the ultimate admiration that you would trust my message with people that you know, people you work with, maybe your family members or even your kids. In when I was 25 years old, I was broke financially, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Every way a person can be broke, I was broke. And all I had going for me was that I was sick of the middle class. Only thing I had going for me was I knew that this thing was a lie and that it sucked. And but you know what the problem was? I didn't have anything to back it up. I had no money. I had $40,000 worth in debt for college. I didn't have a job. I didn't have self-respect. My family had pretty much given up on me. I just left the treatment center for drug addiction, so my morale was like down to the bottom of the barrel. The facilitator in the treatment center said I would never make it. Told me to give up every idea I had about one day being somebody, and I just had this sneaky idea. I had this idea, dude, I tell you, I think I can do this, you know? The problem was I didn't have any evidence that I could do it. And so what I did at 25 years old is I did two things that changed my life. Number one, I got my ethics in. Ethics, what was ethical to me, not to you, not to somebody else, but I had to get my own moral code. You know, I quit smoking weed, quit hanging around druggies, quit doing weekends like everybody else. Everybody around me, I looked around, I'm like, all these guys, man, are losing. They're not doing well. They're not getting better. They're telling the same stories over and over. I gave up my weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, no more. I quit being a spectator. I quit doing anything and everything that made me feel bad about myself. And the second thing that I did was I started studying successful people. There's probably a third part to this because I think a lot of people study successful people, but they never do this next piece, which is I started duplicating the actions of those people. Now, that doesn't mean I was copying people, which there is a lot of going on, okay, right now. And I'm honored at anybody that would like use what I have. I'm particularly honored when they use it and they give me credit for it. I've always tried to do that for other people. I think it's the appropriate, professional, and ethical thing to do, frankly. But that's just me, and ethics are personal, so you got to decide what's ethical for you. But the second thing that I did was I started studying successful people. And I started studying proven successful people. Now, this is way before the internet, way before Instagram. You couldn't just turn your phone on and all of a sudden have access to everybody that could take a picture of a Lamborghini. So it was harder to get information, but it was also harder to get influenced by the wrong information. And so what I did do, and I don't know why I did this or how I knew to do this, but I would study successful people that were proven successful, not just that said they were successful. And I know back in that time there was a guy that was doing this big thing, I think it was called Go Big or Think Big, I don't know, this is 30 years ago. And I just had this idea this guy was a huckster. I had an idea that he was a charlatan and a thief. And sure enough, he busted out, broke a bunch of people. The whole thing was a scam. So I've been really good, except for one time in 35 years, avoiding scam people and shucksters and the pretenders. So what I did was this, okay? I didn't give up. I mean, I was sick of this. I said, man, the middle class sucks. I watched my mom do the middle class for, I don't know, from the age of 15 to 25 and say it was so good. And I saw her scared every night. I didn't give up on the idea of me. I thought maybe I could break out and do something special, and cleaned up my ethics and started studying successful people, really successful people. And at that time I had no money. I borrowed $3,000. Some of you may know this story, but I borrowed $3,000, the biggest expenditure I'd made in my entire life except going to treatment center and my drug problem. The biggest expenditure I'd ever made in my entire life was $3,000 for a set of videos. Today that would be like $9,000. And I learned how to become a successful salesman. And one thing I did was this. I'll just share a couple of smart things I did, and then you guys can ask me questions and I'm happy to answer them. First thing, and thank you for all the shares. John Hamlin, thank you for the share. Bryce Sheldon, thank you for the share. Martin Matthews, thank you. Karen, thank you. Jury. This year, my commitment this year is to help other people get rich. I wrote 2 books about wealth last year, the Millionaire Booklet and Playbook to Millions. And I'm going to expand on that this year, and I'm going to help more and more people invest in real estate, learn how to save their money, learn how to invest in money. I'm going to announce something in January. When I do, you're going to be like, dude, I'm going to show you a leap that I'm going to take that is so freaking big. You're going to be like, oh my God. And you've been watching the whole thing. You've been watching the whole thing unfold, okay? And what's unfolding is basically the results of 2 things, ethics and study. Ethics and study. Can you study the right people? Are you studying the right people? I'm not just talking about you being inspired, being encouraged, motivated for a moment. Are you studying the right people? Proven people that actually have strategies that you can duplicate. Because it's one thing to study, it's another thing to do. If you're not doing, okay, if you're not doing it, you don't understand it. It's not because you're scared. So when I was 25 years old, man, I hated sales. I started studying sales. Next thing you know, I started selling stuff. I started feeling good about sales. I started having confidence about sales. I started making calls. I started following people up.
Oh, where's Scarlett?
And she's on the other side watching TV, champ. I got some of my great riches in the house right now. Come here, Miss Richie. Miss Richie Rich, come here and say hi. What?
We just did over a mile on the beach.
This is one of my prosperity proofs of prosperity right here, little chumpkin rumpkin. And this one right here, one of the wealthiest parts of my life. Mm-hmm. You guys are my riches.
I'll be right back.
Okay, she's going to be right back.
She's going to be right back.
So here I was, 25 years old. There was no Elena. There was no kids, man. There was no hopes of an Elena or kids. I didn't even love myself.
No.
No, hell no. I didn't even love myself at the time. Can you pop these on a little bit?
Sure.
Just give me about half of that. And, yeah, not really, but it's all right. And I started studying sales. I wasn't trying to get rich. I was trying to get out. Okay, all I was trying to do in the beginning, and I think people try to go to get rich right away rather than build the income. First thing you got to do is have income. You've never met a rich person that didn't have income. It's just impossible. John Hamlin says hi, Elena. It's impossible, man. First thing you got to do is you don't need to get rich first. This year, you need to build income and then reinforce that income. Now, I was 25 at the time. I'm 58, so 33 years ago. Only thing I wanted was income, okay? Second thing I had to do was increase the income. Third thing I had to do was increase that income. Every time I increased income, I saved all the extra. Okay, I've always lived off of one income my entire life, even today. I've lived off one income. In fact, Jay Leno, there was an article written about Jay Leno that he's never spent the money that he earned from the Johnny Carson show. He's always had two incomes. He lived off one and used the other to grow wealth. Baby, nobody can hear you from over there, okay? See, it's a good life. A good wife will always give, driving. She's a navigator. She's navigating from 50 feet away. So what I did was brilliant looking back, okay? I did what all the financially successful people do. They build their income. They reinforce it. They keep reinforcing it. They keep reinforcing it until they're able to duplicate that with a business. Then the third thing I did was basically build a business out. And I took the money from these businesses. I treated it like it was special, so that one day I could escape the middle class. And I used all the extra surplus money, not for things and showing off and bragging rights. I used it
Can I have a piece
quietly.
of instead of a Twizzler?
You got to check with Mom on that, buddy. I
Come
quietly,
on.
you got to check with Mom about the Twizzler, champ.
Why
Okay?
would go to Twizzler?
She did. She was here with me. So it's all right with me, but it's up to Mama. I quietly used the money to invest in a third business at the time, and which was real estate. And I knew I wanted to be in the real estate game, because I knew from my studies that wealthy people invested over time, all the way back to the 20s. The people that I'd studied had invested money in income-producing real estate. And for 30 years, I've studied successful people. I've studied money. I've studied the stock market. I've studied real estate. And what I've done to simplify my life and to create wealth, and that I want to help you with this year, is I want to simplify. Okay, look, you might have seen a post I did last week. If it's not simple, I don't invest in it. It's that simple. I either understand it or I don't. If I don't understand it, I don't buy it. If it's not going to make me money, if it's not going to protect my capital, protect that income, that money that I made, that I worked hard for, if it's not going to protect your income and then grow that income, okay, scale it out so that you're not having to do all the work all the time. I mean, what is the middle class anyway? The middle class is a bunch of people that work hard, and never feel rich. Even if they're making $400 grand a year, they're basically people that are always grinding, pushing, shoving. And that was that message that I did on Instagram this morning about, I'm out here grinding, I'm working, I'm pushing. That was about this. It wasn't about Gary Vaynerchuk, okay, which was shocking to me. I'm like, dude, why is everybody trying to start a fight here, okay? I was saying, I just can't be angry, dude. When you make as much money as I make today, passive income, when money's coming in constantly, okay, I can't have a bad day anymore, because if I have a bad day or a bad 2 or 3 days, the next thing I know, I get hit with 80 checks that come in from income streams that will not stop no matter what Donald Trump or whatever government does on this planet. And that's what I want to do for you this year. Now, I'm going to open it up to some questions, but first thing I want to ask you is, are you committed to getting rich this year? Are you committed to getting rich? Because if you're committed to getting rich, I'll help you. I want to help other people get rich. If you're committed to getting rich, just post 10x in comments, because your first assignment is going to be to 10x where you are right now. And that's what we're going to do in 2017. Bradley, how you doing, buddy? 2017, we're talking 10x all year. If you're making $4 grand a month now, we're going to build a plan to make 40,000. If you're making 40,000 a month, we're going to make a plan for 400 grand. If you're making 400 grand a month, your next stop is 4 millis, okay, to threaten the Billy. So if you're committed, post 10x in the comments. 10x in the comment. I need at least 1,200 comments, 3,000 comments. 10x committed to getting rich in 2017, okay? All right, but you just said committee to getting income. Committed to getting income. Yeah, you got to get committed to the income first, okay? Now, the fact that we're not going to commit the income and then have a goal that's 10x doesn't mean you're going to make the leap right now. This was a question just asked me. You're not going to make the leap to 10x. First thing we got to do is we have to have a goal. And the first thing we got to do from that goal is I got to build in increments up to that. But I can look for surges. I can work to surges. I don't mind having a big pop. But you're not going to get a big pop by doing nothing. You got to work. Boom, you get lucky. Okay? It's really going to be like this. Work, setback, setback, work, setback, setback, work, setback, work, surge. See, that's how it's going to really work, okay? Look, if you want a 20x, you can. If you want a 30x, you can. You can do all that. All these are just numbers that are made up anyway, okay? $1 million, $10,000. If I show $10,000 to somebody in Afghanistan, they'll think I'm the richest person on the planet Earth. If I show $10,000 to a guy that's $100 million in debt, he's going to be like, that won't solve my problems. So it's all relative, right? So the foundation, first, before the foundation, that's a great question. Chris Osola says, hey, set your foundation is the first thing, okay? Set the foundation, but you also need to look at that foundation, what it's built on, because it could be built on lies. Okay, it could be built on lies. Okay, most of the middle class is built on lies. That's why so many people suffer in the middle class. If the middle class was such a good gig, why are so many people suffering in it? The middle class is full of lies. It is based on a foundation of lies. Buy a house, get a college degree, get a good job, save your money, invest in a 401k. That is the foundation of the middle class and why it doesn't work. Nothing about that thing works. Nothing about those 5 things work. I'll be in Clearwater tomorrow. I asked Alex when you come to Clearwater. I'll be there tomorrow. Last week I worked with some people. Thank you, Bradley, for sharing the stream. Appreciate that, and the other 103 people that took the time to share the stream and think enough of me to do that. Look, I want to get you rich this year, okay? You don't need to get rich. I'm not your guy. You don't want to get rich. I'm not your guy. You don't think getting rich is important. I'm not your guy. I'm just telling you. You don't want to get rich. I'm not your guy. If you want to get rich quick, I'm not your guy, okay? If you want to get rich by working 4 hours a week, I'm not your guy. If you want to get rich just by sitting home on the internet, I'm not your guy. If you think you're going to sit home and on the internet you're going to get rich, I'm not your guy. I'm not saying you can't do that. Maybe you can do that. I'm not your guy. I haven't done that, don't know how to do that, can't make a claim that I've done that. I'm going to show you how to get rich the old-fashioned way, and it just so happens we're going to use technology to get you there. I was just in Cleveland for the World Series, by the way. Somebody said, Miss Thompson. So you want to get rich for sure? I never wanted to get rich quick, okay? I was never interested in getting rich quick. When I was 25 and I was broke, I'm like, I don't care how long it takes me, dude. I just want to get rich for sure, not get rich quick. Now, I did make a bunch of mistakes along the way. A bunch of mistakes, okay? For instance, I saved too much of my money. It worked out for me. It worked out for me, but I was so focused on this idea of creating wealth one day that I penny pinched too much. I worried too much about the little stuff. Jose Valet, thank you so much for sharing the stream. Really appreciate all of you take the time to share the stream. Grant, where can I run into you for a picture in Clearwater? I don't know that I'm going to have time to do that while I'm on this trip, but I've been known to visit the Starbucks in the corner of Fort Harrison there. Tanya Bennett, I'm sitting alone in the office making calls, advertising my page. There you go, that's right. So look, here's the deal. You guys are going to work without a rich plan, okay? You can hustle, grind, push, shove. I was telling Eric Thomas this when Eric was in the house. I'm like, hey, dude, the grind message is great, but if you don't have a get-rich plan, you're going to be grinding the rest of your life, okay? I don't want to grind if I can't get rich. I can't leave my kids the grind. I want to leave my kids financially better off than I came into this deal. I want to leave them financially literate, financially confident, financially with choices, financially ahead of the rest of the game, okay? I want my kids to have access, not to money and things and possessions. I want my kids to have access to people and power. You know, it's not about giving my kids another dress. It's about my kids having access to power, to shortcuts. So you can grind, but you can't. Just remember this. You can't pass the grind on. My dad died at 52 years old because of the grind. So all you guys out there talking about the grind's good. But I can't feed my kids with the grind. I can't send my kids to the best school. I can't get my kids the best travel experiences with the grind. That takes money, okay? That takes wealth, right? If I go to the bank, I go to Goldman Sachs, I go to Morgan Stanley and say, hey, I got an estate worth 50 million or 100 million or 75 million or 25 million or 400 million. I can't get in there without money, right? I can't get access without money. And so the point of that is just the grind and just the work without a rich plan. You need a rich plan, folks, or you end up stuck in the middle class. And look, who doesn't think it sucks? It sucks. If you think it don't suck, you're stuck in it. If you don't think the middle class sucks, you're stuck in it. Just bought The Richest Man in Babylon from your recommended list in the Millionaire booklet. Yeah, in the back of the Millionaire booklet, I recommended a number of books. One of it was The Richest Man in Babylon. Fernando said he's dropping some serious knowledge right here. I hope you're getting this. I hope you guys are getting it too. I want to help you get rich this year. Not get rich quick. I want to help you build a plan to get rich. So you're not just out there working, not just out there grinding, which is fine. You can be out there working and grinding and pushing and shoving, and that's all respectable. And you should be doing that. But you need a plan, folks. You need a plan. Otherwise, you'll die like my dad did. Dad was a great dude, man. Unbelievable guy, okay? And worked hard, man. Worked hard. His heart blew up in his chest at 52 years old. Shout out to Carlos Panchuca. So what is the rich plan? Somebody asked. What is the rich plan? First, make a commitment. Second, do the millionaire math. Okay, if you haven't done the millionaire math, grab the millionaire booklet. I think it's for sale at my website for 99 cents. My entire store, by the way, is on sale. Like we're literally giving stuff away. Like these hoodies. I think these hoodies, I'm selling these hoodies for the same cost we built them for, 34 bucks. I think they're $79, and I think they're on sale for 34 bucks or something. I didn't come here to sell you books and hoodies, but I will tell you this hoodie is sick, isn't it? Huh? What do you think about the hoodie, huh? Yeah, man, I scare my kids in the hoodie too. I said, baby, I'm not the one that needs to scare you. This needs to scare you, the middle class. My daughter said, oh, the middle class, that's those people that think they're rich, but they're really poor. I said, that's them. What would you change about yourself if you were 20 years old again? Well, first thing I would do is I would, got my ethics in earlier. I would have learned how to sell earlier and made more of an emphasis on becoming a professional salesperson. And the third thing I would have done differently is I would have gone for a bigger play from the get-go. My think was too diminished, too small. I wasn't thinking about, at 20 years old, I wasn't thinking about getting rich. It was just a fantasy. So I would have put a plan in place. What's the plan to get rich look like? First income, then reinforce the income, okay? Symbiotic, I talk about symbiotic flows of income quite a bit. Like, I'm getting ready to announce a deal in January. When I do this, you're going to be like, dude, what's that got to do with anything you do? Okay? It's so symbiotic, okay? It fits so perfectly with everything that I do that you won't even know I'm doing anything different, and it's a monster play. Website to get the book is millionairebooklet.com, or bettergrantcardone.com, and look for the Millionaire Booklet. Robert Hamilton, G, you are the Unabomber of wealth, dropping bombs of wisdom. Folks, look, you got to get your money right, man. If you're not paying attention to your money, it is unethical. Okay? It is unethical on planet Earth. And I know you might say, I don't need money. That's not important. That's not my purpose. If you are not paying attention to money on this planet, it would be like you having bronchitis and smoking cigars, okay? I smoke cigars, okay? I don't know if it's ethical to smoke cigars. It's probably not the best thing I could do. But if I had bronchitis, I wouldn't smoke cigars, okay? Now, if you live on planet Earth, on a planet that is got gravity and it's economic in nature, you got to get your money right, okay? First make a commitment. 2, millionaire math. 3, third thing to do, income. Focus only on income. And you're going to be on this income thing for a long time. I've been on the income step 3 here for a long time, 30 years. I've been focused on income. Every time I get my income increased, okay, increased again, what do? I have so much surplus. This is the 4th step. I have the surpluses. I've reinforced it again. Multiple streams, 7 flows, 8 flows, 9 flows, 12 flows. I'm not spending money yet. Okay, I got surpluses stacking up. So what's the next thing? Save that money. Why am I saving that money? I'm not saving to save. I'm saving to invest, which means I need to start learning about investing. Okay, what do I invest in? Who do I invest with? What things are right for me to invest in? You know, different people invest in different things. Gary Vee, he invests in startups. I don't do that. All right. It doesn't make Gary right or me right. You know, I was with Damon John on my plane we were flying into Vegas. He invests in different stuff than I do. Mark Cuban invests in basketball teams. I invest in real estate. There's no one way, man. But you got to know, like Mark Cuban's investment in the Mavericks, that was a sure thing for him. So you got to decide at whatever level you're on. I remember making a $3,000 investment. Scared me more than buying a $30 million apartment building. Swear to God. Okay. When I invested $3,000 in that training program, I was more scared than when I bought a $30 million apartment deal. Because I didn't have the confidence. I didn't believe in myself. Okay. I didn't know if it was going to work or not. Now, I'll buy any conference, any program. I'll spend money. I remember how many deals I wouldn't go to, conferences I wouldn't go to, because I'm like, I'm not going to get anything out of that. Now, you see, the reason I didn't believe I'd get anything out of it is not because of the conference. It was because of me. I didn't believe in me. So now, today, I believe in me. I can go anywhere today, and I know I'm going to get something out of it. Because I know I got my eyeballs wide open, man. I'm looking for opportunity. I'm looking for something to happen. I'm sniffing, okay? So what's the 4th thing you're going to do here? Is you're gonna do what? You're going to start investing money, man, which means, and by the way, I tell everybody, look, until you have $100,000 put away, don't invest a penny of it. Till you got $100,000 put away, don't invest any of your money. And the reason I say that is not because the $100,000 is important. It's because I need you to have confidence that you can let go of that 100 because you've made, saved, and disciplined, protected that 100. So you know you can go out and do it again, because if you go invest that honey, you out of it again, and you got to go start the process over. So that's the next step, and the next step is stay broke. Stay broke. Okay, broke does not mean poor. It means take that money that you saved and put it in a deal. So this is a full-time job, folks. Look, if you're committed in 2017 to getting rich, I'll help you. This isn't get rich quick. This is get rich for sure. This is your year. This is your year to get rich. This is your year to turn it on. This is your year, okay? I said $100,000. This is your year, okay, to make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Remember, you cannot pass the grind on to your kids. Sure, you can teach them work ethic, okay? You can't, the grind is a good role model for my kids. It's a good role model for Elena. But something happens to me. Heaven forbid, something happens to me. Let me tell you something. My grind and my hard work will not be what she needs a month from now. She's going to need that money. She's going to need wealth. She's going to need literacy. She's going to need to know how to use that money, not how to work as hard as I worked. Okay? That's my girl right there. I got to take care of her. I don't want her worried like my mama was worried when my dad died. My dad died, man, my mom was worried. Literally the next day, my mom couldn't even be in grief. All my mom was worried about was, oh my God, how am I going to put these kids through school? My mom could not even have appropriate grief because she had 5 kids to put through school on this much money. She didn't know whether it was that much money, that much money, that much money. She didn't know how much there was, how long it would last. So she was scared all the time. And guess what? When mama's scared, the kids are scared. Mm-hmm. You cannot hide any emotion from a child. If you're sad, they're going to pick it up. If you're scared, they're going to say, what's wrong? If you guys are fighting, they're going to say, hey, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
They always know. They know it all. Lady E is in the house. Okay, so folks, if you're committed to getting rich, a couple places I'm going to tell you to go. First of all,
10X Growth Con.
oh yeah, I'd love to see you at the 10X Growth Con. I don't know what my tickets are. We had 800 tickets arrive today with people's names on them.
No way.
800 tickets.
Damn.
We're sending out 800 tickets tomorrow to people that have already purchased tickets to this thing. It's going to be a monster event. 10xgrowthcon.com. It's going to be awesome. If you haven't bought your ticket yet, this is a way. This is it's going to be out the chain. $1,500, $3,000 tickets, $10,000 tickets, and $15,000 tickets. You can get it at 10xgrowthcon.com. 10xgrowthcon.com. James Barber's coming.
Yeehaw.
Les Brown's coming. Kevin Harrington coming. Okay, Jamie Shanks, Bobby Castro, Tom Cummings, Jared Glant, Elena will be there.
Kevin Harrington.
Kevin Harrington, I think I said that. Gloria Mayfield Banks.
Tom Cummings.
Tim Story.
Danielle Delgado.
Danielle Delgado. Who did I leave off the list, man?
Bradley, the real
The
Bradley.
real Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
The real Bradley, okay? Man, we got so many great people here. Lewis House, Danielle Delgado, Robbie Chong,
JJ.
Les Brown, Frank Kern, Brad Lee, Tim Story, Jack Giacontelli, okay? Andy Frisilla, Jamie Shanks, Gloria Mayfield Banks. Oh my God, man, look at this list of speakers. It's probably the greatest collection of these are real business people. These are real people making real money, real deals, real moves in the marketplace today, okay? So there's a lot of great people out there, folks. I've done everything I can to put together a great list of people. The average person, I mean, there's 5 guys on that list that will do $2 billion a year this year in sales.
Wow.
$2 billion. There's one guy on that list that you don't even know because he doesn't have a Facebook page. He's like, man, I ain't got time for Facebook. I'm making paper though. You know what? You know the funny thing about this guy? This guy gave $75 million to charity last year. $75 million to charity. Made $150 million and gave half of it to charity.
Damn. Strong.
Okay. Also, a couple things. Number 1 is 10X Growth Con. Number 2, any of my books, Millionaire Booklet, Playbook to Millions, Cardone University, those are all awesome tools, okay, for you to have. Any way I can help you. My Instagram, if you don't have any money right now or you don't know me and you're like, I just want to check this dude out first, check out my Instagram page. It's Grant Cardone on Instagram. Grant Cardone on Instagram. If you don't want to go to Instagram, you don't like it, go to YouTube. There's 3,200 videos on YouTube. YouTube just sent me an award, by the way, for hitting 100,000 subscribers.
Wow.
They sent me an award when I got 200,000. If you already, Ryan Seiko just joined the stream. If you already have some money set aside, maybe you're making 200 grand a year now, or you have $1 million in net worth, and you're an accredited investor. If you love real estate, okay, and you're an accredited investor, but you don't have the time to invest in real estate, email Ryan Seiko. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just give you a place
Ryan
to
at Cardone Acquisitions.
Ryan at CardoneAcquisitions.com. That's right. That's right. She's filling in the spots again.
Come on.
Ryan at Cardone
I'm
Acquisitions.
navigating the space.
Ryan, put your email down there. Now, to do this, Captain Ryan is in the stream.
Ryan at CardoneAcquisitions.com.
You're like, dude, you got a lot going on. I got a millionaire booklet, Playbook to Millions.
Got a wife telling what you do all the time.
And you got this real estate deal. I own and operate $500 million worth of real estate, just under 500, I think 487 or something. $500 million worth of real estate, income producing real estate. And two months ago, we started allowing investors to come into my deals because so many of you are asking, man, I don't have the time. I got the money. I got the inclination. I love real estate. I don't have the knowledge. I love real estate. I don't have the deals. I love real estate. I don't know where to get a loan from. I love what you do, Grant, but I don't have the time to do it. So we basically opened up my real estate fund.
For a limited time. I don't know how
I think that's going to end here.
long term we're going to do that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they know about the announcement that I have coming out next month. So when I make that announcement next month, you're going to probably see that opportunity is going to disappear. It's been out created. So look, me and Elena, not just me, she walked in here, okay? We want to help you. If you are someone that wants to get rich and wants to get over feeling bad about it, you know what I mean? About getting rich.
Oh, yeah.
If you're like, man, I want to say it the way you say it, get rich, okay? If you think the middle class sucks, if you can't make sense of the middle class anymore, and you're like, you know what, dude, I am tired of that scared money, what we call in Louisiana, baby money. I'm like, dude, I'm sick of baby money. You sick of baby money, dude? You sick of that scared money? See, my mama's money? My dad left my mom some money. We still don't know how much it was because they wouldn't tell anybody anything. That's baby money, dog. You got $1 million and you're scared? That's called baby money. Okay? You got 10 million and you're scared? That's called baby money. Man, I think Matt Monero's live right now.
No way.
Okay? If you got any amount of money, $1 or $100 million, and you scared, that's what we call
Baby money.
baby money. Because what? A baby's scared. Because the baby don't have confidence yet. So you making 45 grand a year, you making 400 grand a year. Dude, it don't matter. 400 grand a year, you'll be terrified. You guys got to get your money right this year. If you want me to help you, okay? If you want me to help you, subscribe to my YouTube page, subscribe or get notified on Instagram because you're going to see me do a bunch of coordinated stuff between Instagram, the Instagramma, Facebook, and YouTube, and you don't want to miss it. All this is free.
What about your Snapchat?
Nah.
No.
All this is free. It's going to help you a bunch. Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. We're doing a coordinated effort between those 3 pages this year that's going to provide you with tremendous content. Okay? If you want to come down and meet Elena, me and Elena, and Bobby Castro, and Tom Cummings, okay? And
Lewis House.
And Lewis House, and Kevin Harrington.
And JJ.
And Les Brown, and Frank Kern, and
Hank
Brad
Warren.
Lee. If you want to meet all of us, hey, then go to 10xgrowthcon.com, 10xgrowthcon.com. That's the website, 10xgrowthcon.com.
We're going to have some fun up in here.
We are already 50% sold out on this event, folks. This event
Steve Spray
will.
joined.
Steve Spray, $400,000 man.
Oh, yeah.
Wrote him a check for 2 something today.
Damn, as a bonus? Are you kidding me
Yeah.
right now?
That's going to be your ticket.
Congratulations.
Your ticket's going to look something like this. I'm not showing you an exact ticket, but it looks almost like this, 10X Growth Con. It's a 3-day event. You'll have access to authors, experts, and people that are doing $150 million a year in sales. Many of the people on this list, by the way, somebody asked me, they said, why are you putting these people together? Dude, I want to learn from them. What's the 2 things that changed my life when I was 25? Number 1, I got my ethics in. And number 2, I started studying successful people. Real successful people. Not just make-believe. Not just, pretenders. Real people that were actually making real money and making real things happen that I could duplicate. Because some of what's going on today on the internet, man, people are talking about you doing things that you can't actually duplicate. It's easy for somebody to say don't monetize. If you need money, you're a single mom with 2 kids, and somebody's saying you can't monetize right now. I can't duplicate that, man. I got 2 kids in there that need to eat. I got a business that needs money. I got 55 employees, man. I need to monetize.
Steve Spray just got 500.
Ethics and
500.
study. Ethics and study. Okay, ethics and study. Get your ethics in. Quit lying to yourself. The middle class is filled
with lies, excuses,
totally, man.
misconceptions.
This is the most out ethics. You guys think Donald Trump's got an ethics problem. The middle class is built on out ethics. People that don't even look. People that just trust.
Buy on credit.
Buy on credit. Go to college. 50 grand a year to go to college to get a job that pays 50 grand. How you tell me how the hell that makes sense? You buy a house and you feed the house for 30 years. Dude, if you can buy the house, then write a check. Why would you take a 30-year mortgage out on a house you might not want to be at 2 years from now? Okay? See, why is buying a car on credit wrong, but buying a house on credit is right?
Mommy, I'm coming down.
Come do some acting for us, please. I'm gonna
These are our friends on.
come
right
here.
now.
I'm gonna
Do
give you.
wanna say hi.
I'm gonna give you a face. I'm gonna tell you what to do. Sad. Okay, good. Happy. Okay, excited, exhilarated. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now angry.
I'm so upset at you.
Okay, now I want you to tell me this, okay? This is a little thing that we do every day. I want you to tell me a story, something that happened to you today, but it can't be true.
I broke my leg.
Whoa, that's awesome. Okay, get out of here. Okay, I do that with them to create imagination so they can start telling stories. I'd say, hey, tell me something that happened to you today, but it can't be true. Tell me something, Mama. Something that happened to you today, Mama, but it can't be true.
Can I have the chocolate?
I went swimming in the ocean and a whole pod of dolphins swam with me.
Ooh.
One came up under me and took me for a ride.
Woo!
It was amazing.
Okay, so look. Go to my Instagram page, hit notifications. Go to my YouTube page, Grant Cardone, subscribe. If you have the guts to sign up for the 10X Growth Con and buy your ticket, if you got the growth, man, if you got the guts, if you want to do what I did, all I can tell you to do is what I've done. Can't tell you to do anything more than that. I don't know how to do anything more than that. I can't tell you how to invest in startups. It's not my deal. I can just tell you what I've done, okay? And I want to help you, and I think you know from me being here enough, showing up enough, dude, I want to help people, okay? I want to help people. So I want to help you. I don't want to help you get by. I don't want to help you make sense of where you're at. I want to help you get out. I want to help you get out and get up, because the truth is, Rumi, the higher you get up in the food chain, when you leave the middle of this food chain, okay, and you get to the top, people want to listen to you. You have altitude now. People will listen to you. You can make a difference on this planet. It is very difficult to make a difference while you're trying to freaking pay your own bills. Okay? You got to get out. So then you can be an example for other people and pull people out, right? The people that want to come out will come out. So look, I love you guys. I want to help you if you're the right person with the right hustle, the right heart, the right ethics. And if you want to get out, I'll help you. I just need you to stay connected to me. I want this to be a monster year for you. I want it to be a monster year for my family. You know, I trust that you want to give back, and you will give back. Let's get you out. Let's get you up. Let's get you out so you can help other people get up, okay? God bless. Be great. And remember, a middle class thing. Ain't nothing about it. Ain't nothing about it this good. I know, because I spent too much time there. God bless and be great.